Hey guys, so we're going to do a cool Dorian lick now in the style of Steve Lukather. It's quite a fast one, so there's going to be quite a lot of practice to do with this one, but it sounds like this. So what we're doing is we're playing in E Dorian there. We're pretty much going around shape 3. There's a little chromatic bit as well, which I'll point out when we get there. But I think that the tricky part of this lick is there's a lot of notes in it, and it just takes a little while to kind of get it in your head. So I think what we're going to do is break it down into little sections, which you can then stick together at the end. So this first part is kind of, we're just like running up a B minor arpeggio. If we were to play a B minor on the 14th fret, we're just running up like this. So we're starting on the 16th fret of the G string, up to the 15th on the B string, and up to the 14th on the E string. So we end up with this. Now, just picking that, you're going to want to pick all downstrokes. Don't try and do any kind of alternate picking there, because it's a lead in to the rest of the lick, so it's got to be quite quick. And try and do a little slide into the first note as well. So first thing to try is just practice that for a bit. And also lift the fingers on your left hand, just lift the fingers up after they've played the note, so you don't end up with that with actual chord ringing out. We don't really want that in this situation because it'll sound a bit too muddy. You want to try and get each note to be distinct. And try and get it for each note to flow into the next one as much as possible. So we don't end up with, and we don't end up with we want. So that takes a bit of timing. It's sweep picking here. So what you can do to help with that is just angle your pick down slightly and let it, and sort of, it's more like you pulling it over the strings rather than trying to push it through where it's likely to kind of get caught on the strings. Just angle it and sort of imagine that you're pulling the pick over the strings. And then make sure that you're lifting your fingers off as you play the note. They don't have to come off far at all. As long as they're just not pressing down anymore, that's great. You don't want them coming up over here because we're going to need them back in position straight away after that. Cool. So the next bit then, after we've done that, that's our second part of the lick. And this is actually not too bad, as we've got some pull-offs as well, which help us get the speed up. So we're still not worrying about doing alternate picking. It effectively halves the speed that you have to pick at. So we've done our sweep, which means we're ready for an upstroke on the first note of this second part of the lick. So that is going to be on the 17th fret of the E string, and then you can pull off to the 14th fret, and then we're going to do a downstroke on the 15th fret of the E string, and we can pull off again. So we end up with that. And then the last two notes of this part are the 17th fret on the B string and back up to the 14th fret on the E string. So we have, and for those last two notes, again it's across two strings, so let's use our sort of economy or sweep picking ideas and just pick both in the same direction, both down, so we get a bit of speed on it. So that's another one to sort of practice in isolation. And then once you're happy, put the first two together. So after that one, we've got another lick, which it's got a similar sort of sound, but it's off of the B string. So it goes. So that's our third part. few more pull-offs to help us get the speed up. And we're going to try and use some more economy style picking as well. So, first note is with your middle finger, play the 15th fret on the B string and do a pull off to the 14th fret, and then we're going to pick onto the 17th fret. So we have, and this is probably the trickiest part of this lick. Right now we're going to do the 16th fret on the G string. So we've got a bit of a string change there. But because we've done an upstroke on the 17th fret, we're kind of already sort of primed to get into the next string with a downstroke. So then after that downstroke, we can continue that through with our economy picking ideas back to the B string and do a downstroke on the 15th fret and then a pull off to the 14th. So we end up with one more time, a bit slower. So everything we've got so far is and then the next part of the lick sounds like this, which is where it gets a bit chromatic and outside sounding, but that's really cool. So if we go from the top, it goes like that. So we've done this bit. Now after that, we're going to do those last three notes again. So it's the 16th fret on the G string to the 15th fret on the B to the 14th fret on the B. So we have again, so like that. And then we're just going to alternate between the the 16th fret on the G string and the 14th fret on the B. So we end up with that. And then from there we can just do a pull off to the 14th fret on the G string. And then we're gonna play the we're still coming across the strings here, so we're going to come down to the D string now, and we're going to play on the 16th fret there, then back up to the 14th on the G, and then down to the 16th again. So basically we've done that twice. So we got that part of that lick goes. And then this is where the chromatic part comes in. We just do that same shape. We're going to move it down just a semitone. So we're going to be playing from the 13th fret on the G string to the 15th fret on the D. So we end up with, which on its own sounds a bit odd, but in the context of the lick it sounds awesome. And then we continue down back into the scale now, onto the 12th fret on the G string, and then we can come up to the 14th fret on the G string, and then we can and we'll finish it off. So far we've got, and then we have, and then the next bit is this. So just to finish it off, we've got, which is quite nice, just nice rounding off sort of ending. So we start on the 12th fret on the G string, and then pick the 14th fret on the G string, and then we come down to the 11th on the G, and we just do a little hammer on and pull off, on the 12th fret, and then we quickly come down to the 14th fret on the D string. So we get, and after all of the stuff that's come before, that probably feels like quite a nice break. Cool. So I'll just play it all together and then we'll try it with the drum loop. Okay, so I've got the drums set to 80 BPM, so let's have a listen to that. And we're coming in on the and of 3 for this, with this. So the idea is that that note comes in on the 1. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we go together. 1, 2, 3. Try that again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So let's just try that at a slightly higher tempo. It might be quite quick. 2, 3. 2, 3. And let's just push it up to 120 now and see how that sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So that's how that sounds with the drum loop. Have a go at home. As I said with this one, try and break it down into like the small individual parts, master them first, and then put it all together, and you'll have this really awesome sounding lick. So good luck with that, guys, and I'll see you soon.